to understand a grand design, a grand design. I'll never lose, I'll never lose my mind again. I'll never walk, I'll never walk the earth again. Hi everyone and welcome, my name is ThomC. I hope you're doing well today. Today we'll be checking out Dark Horizon by Sonuscore, available at Best Service. It's a library that's, that revolves around dystopian sounds, and that's got basses, textures and lots of different pads and arpeggiated sounds that we'll be taking a look at in a second. So in this video we'll be checking out the sounds one by one and some of the sounds in context as well, because I feel like using musical examples actually showcases libraries better, and we'll also be listening to the library in the context of one of my songs. Let's check it out. So let's quickly go through the user interface. The instrument actually works with a free player version of Kontakt. This is the full version, but also works with a free version. You've got different snapshots organized in different categories. You've got lowest textures, mono arpeggios, playable sounds, poly animations and rhythmic pulses. You've got different sections, so you can combine 4 different sounds, as you can see. Once you click on one of the sounds, you've got your arpeggiator here in the bottom. You've got in your main page the different arpeggiators for each one of the channels, and you can either mute or solo either of the instruments. You can change the octave, you can change the sound sources, and you've got plenty of sound sources to choose from in 4 categories here. You can either dedicate or assign the ARP to the channels or not. You've got an effects section with different sections here. The main one is the instrument one, so you've got low cut, sample start, you've got attack, sustain and release. The sustain allows you to really, as it says, sustain the notes, but it doesn't work on all the samples because some of the samples won't loop. You've got your motion feature here that allows you to basically set up the the starting and ending point of the mod wheel. So that's really nice, and as you can see, the UI changes when you change the mod wheel settings, so that's really cool. You've got crunch with cat distortion, lo-fi, saturation and tape. You've got your filter here with different low-pass filters. You don't have high-pass filters, unfortunately. You've got cutoff and resonance for those, and you've got an amp feature with AC box cabinet and hot solo. You've got a pan section for your left and right movement. You've got a mix section with the 4 different channels with delay, motion feature that you can reverse for the delay as well. Reverb and pan level, you can set up your Dark Horizon to work in your DAW and assign it to different channels in your DAW, so that's really cool. You've got compressor, delay with different types of delays, and room with convolution, room, hall and plate. You can drag and drop the MIDI when you've got arpeggiators working with your preset, and you can either work polyphonically or monophonically, and you've got your MIDI settings here. So let's check out some sounds now. Right, let's play some of the sounds solo and in context. We'll start with one of the lowest textures, and I've used Against Machines, which is the first preset, and we'll listen to that solo. Let's solo the track. Nice sound with which I actually use the mod wheel to modulate the sound. We've got a mono arp here. And you can see that the arpeggiator is modulated with the mod wheel as well, so that's really cool. You've got some playable sounds here. pretty heavy bass. So those are organized in different, categories that you can see here: lowest textures, mono arpeggios, playable sounds, polyanimations, and rhythmic pulses. You've got great choice of those sounds, and then you've got polyanimation. Really cool. Rhythmic pulse. Nice. I don't know, actually, I think I used a bit of, quite a bit of EQ on the second one, well, on this one, sorry, to remove quite a bit of low end, so to make it fit with the other instruments. Let's listen to the first track. One of the great things that you can do with Dark Horizon is to add weight, movement, and texture to string ensembles. This is the strings from the string ensemble from the Orchestra by Sonuscore as well. So let's listen to that. So these were the strings without Dark Horizon, and what the preset that I've chosen from Dark Horizon is Rocket Motor. That's included in the lowest textures that you can see here. So here it is. Let's listen to it on its own. So pretty subtle thing. Let's re-listen to the strings. And let's listen to both now. So I hope that you've listened to this with your headphones, but I feel like, Dark Horizon works really well with the orchestra. It just, brings that sign-based thing that that you sometimes need to add to an orchestra in order to get, the lower information. And in this case, it does that, and by and adds movement as well to the original sound, which is really good. So let's carry on and listen to the next example. So another thing that I encourage you to try and explore with Dark Horizon is to compose electronic music. So if you want to compose Kraftwerk-like music, you can try this out. Let's actually check out the first sound, polyanimation. Nice bass sound with a drum machine sound to it. Low texture, so very low bass. And then you've got a mono arp. Then you've got playable sound, which is actually a synth with a lot of bytes that are modulated with the mod wheel, and then we've got a rhythmic pulse. So I've rendered the tracks because of my CPU, and it's not, it's not because of the instrument. It doesn't actually take that much CPU, to be honest, but my computer is what it is. So if you want to help me buy a new computer, buy one of my songs, or, buy me a coffee or something like that. Let's listen to the track now. So you could really have a lot of fun with the instrument. Let's listen to the next example. I've used some drums that are actually part of Drumvolution, so it's not Dark Horizon. Then we've got a bass arp, a bass texture, and then a brassy playable sound. And you know what I did is that progressively changed the you know, the mod wheel. Let's listen to it. So yeah, you could. What the hell? Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, you could have a lot of fun with this. So, just having a lot of fun here. Another thing that I wanted to check out is to see whether actually Dark Horizon works with softer tracks. So let's listen to this texture on its own. So nice brassy sound, and you can hear that it's actually modulating the filter here. So we'll listen to it with the piano now. So I think it works really well, and also Dark Horizon doesn't get in the way of the piano in this case, so it interacts really well with the piano. Let's listen to another example. So this is an alternative to one of the songs that I wrote that's called A Grand Design, and that's available on my album Hypothermic Love. And it refers to, you know, all the things happening in the universe, the people that dedicate their lives and their minds to, you know, discovering the world. And I feel like, you know, playing this song with the instruments of Dark Horizon is actually a cool thing to experiment with. So let's listen to the different tracks that I've made. So they're all well, not presets in this case, they're all patches that I've made for myself. So they're custom patches. Let's listen to the first one here. So you can listen to every single part of the sound. So I've chosen to choose, you know, to combine noises with different arpeggiators in order to make this sound, well, with different sounds to make this sound. So let's listen to the second one. We've got lead sound here. Nice lead sound. The thing that I did is that I changed the tuning of the instrument in order to be able to play it. Then we've got this nice lo-fi pulse. So I believe that I used the lo-fi effect on you know, one of the sound sources. Then we've got a pad here. So you can do some pretty cool pads with Dark Horizon. Again, I actually tuned the instrument differently in order to be able to play this is that sound. Dystopian texture. Nice low bass sound. Actually changes here, so really cool. And again, I use the mod wheel to modulate the whole thing. Custom noise. So we've got a series of noises that you can play with in this very nice instrument. Then we've got basses, or a bass rather. Yeah, the thing that I wanted to do in this, you know, I was thinking about maybe like subconsciously the trip hop albums, and you know, the delays that you could have on bass sounds, and that's what I did here. I actually used delay on the bass. So that's pretty cool. Let's listen to the whole track now. So we've got piano and we've got my voice as well. Sometimes it hurts, sometimes it hurts. Sometimes it hurts to be alive. Sometimes it hurts, sometimes it hurts. Sometimes it hurts to be alive. And it takes several different minds to understand a grand design, a grand design. So that was Dark Horizon by Sonuscore. It's a very nice instrument. I like the different arpeggiators, the fact that you have different sound sources, but that you can also add noise to the sound. That's very important to me, and to be able to modulate the different sounds and to use the motion engine to, you know, kind of create that movement. So it's very useful, and I think I'll be using this instrument in, you know, some of my cinematic compositions, but I think it works really well with electronic music and also with pop music. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Feel free to subscribe, that would be very nice of you, and thank you guys if you have subscribed already. Yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.